All right, so let's get right into it. We're talking about maybe the most insane game of hide and seek you've ever heard of. The challenge? Last person to get kicked out of a grocery store wins.
I mean, think about it for a second. How long do you think you could last hiding in plain sight? Like if you had to blend into a supermarket with some crazy camouflage, could you actually pull it off?
So, welcome to what they call the ultimate hiding game. The setup sounds simple, but it's completely nuts. You've got 4 friends who've snuck into a grocery store before it even opens. They're decked out in full camouflage, and get this, absolutely no one knows they're there. Not the staff, not the shoppers, not security. The goal is just be the last one found.
And believe me, these are not your average hide-and-seek players. Let's meet the competitors. First up is Airrack. He's the strategist of the group, and he's disguised as a pyramid of products. Then you've got Sam, a determined veteran, who's rocking a pineapple head disguise. Tyler is the absolute wild card. He's the lobster man. And yes, he's hiding in the live lobster tank. And finally, there's Beans, the human grocery cart. And his goal isn't just winning. Oh no, it's all about sabotage.
So, you might be asking, what's the prize? Well, like the narrator says, it's not about the money. They are fighting for the holy grail of their friend group, the Glory Belt. And apparently this belt holds some kind of mythical power for them. It's made them do, and I quote, unspeakable things. So yeah, the stakes are ridiculously high.
Okay, now we get to the good part, the chaos. Because as you can imagine, things start to go wrong almost immediately. The doors haven't even opened to the public yet, and the plan is already starting to fall apart.
And yeah, when I say almost immediately, I mean it. One contestant in particular, the lobster man, runs into a major problem right off the bat. So, remember Tyler, the guy hiding in the lobster tank? Well, his scuba gear starts to leak. He's panicking, saying, "Oh my God, I think my tank is leaking." Employees are cleaning up the water. He's literally creating a puddle in the seafood section, and the staff is already there cleaning it up. I mean, talk about a flawed plan. It just goes to show sometimes the most elaborate disguises are the first to go down.
But a leaking scuba tank wasn't the only drama unfolding in the early hours. While Tyler's busy flooding the place, our saboteur, Beans, is already plotting his move.
And Beans is super clear about his motivation. He says it himself. All that's ever mattered to me is making sure that Airrack doesn't get the glory belt. So his mission is personal. It's not just about winning, it's about making sure his friend loses. It's kind of funny, right? How sometimes the rivalry becomes way more important than the actual prize.
And that brings us to the next stage of the game, where we see 2 contestants fall. The store's doors finally swing open, the aisles fill up with actual customers and employees, and the pressure just shoots up. And yeah, it immediately claims its first victims.
So, remember that leak from the lobster tank? Well, after hours of employees mopping up water, they finally traced it back to its source. And just like that, Tyler, the lobster man, was discovered. And his reaction is just perfect. As they're pulling him out of the tank, the first thing he asks is, "Am I the first one out?" "You're kidding." And then he just goes, "I'm pretty frickin' pissed." And boom, 1 down, 3 to go.
So who's next to go? Well, funny enough, it's the saboteur himself.
Beans' big plan to take out Airrack?
Yeah, that backfired. And I mean it backfired in the most spectacular way you can imagine.
He's trying to sneak around in his grocery cart disguise, right? But he loses control and just slams right into a customer. You can hear someone yell, "You just hit somebody, bro." And because he's actually a decent guy, Beans pops out of his disguise to apologize, and just like that, his game is over. He's out. So just like that, we're down to the final 2. But here's the thing. Now that 2 people have been discovered hiding in the store, the employees are on high alert. They are super suspicious. So what do? They call in security. And this isn't just any security guard. This guy is actively sweeping the aisles, hunting for anyone else. And this is where it gets really intense, because our final 2 are fighting completely different battles. You've got Sam, the pineapple head, who's just fighting a battle of pure endurance. She's in so much pain, she's saying, "I can't really feel my back. If I can persevere, Glory Belt is coming home." It's all about physical toughness for her. But then you have Airrack, the produce pyramid, and his threat is way more immediate. He sees security and is just terrified, watching this guard scan every single inch of his aisle. And this security guard is no joke. He's not just doing a quick walkthrough. He is methodical. He is suspicious. He keeps circling back to the same aisles, getting closer and closer. You can just feel the tension building.
You can hear the absolute panic in Eric's voice as the guard gets right on top of him. Oh my god, he's right in front of him. I think I'm getting circled right now by security. And then, the guard spots his hidden cameras. It's pretty much game over at that point.
And so here we are, the final moment. After all these hours of hiding, one person is about to get caught, and a new champion is about to be crowned.
And it all ends with a security guard walking right up to Eric and saying, "Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm sorry, brother, but you can't be here, man." And with that, after an amazing run, the strategist is out.
And that means we have a winner. For the very first time in their friend group's history, Sam, the pineapple head, becomes the first female glory belt holder. What an absolutely legendary victory!
And the narrator really puts into perspective why this win meant so much. He says, after years of watching our other friends win and her own trials of endless suffering, Sam had finally won the one thing that has always been out of her reach. You know, in the end, it wasn't about having the flashiest disguise or the most cutthroat strategy. Her win was a story of pure, simple perseverance.
So that leaves us with just one last question for you. After seeing someone disguised as a pineapple, another guy in a lobster tank, and a walking pyramid of products, what's the most creative, most ridiculous hiding spot you can think of?